Hey, welcome to my journey and to another Dollar Tree dinners. This week I'm calling it lunch edition because they're easy things that you can make for lunch, like on Saturday afternoon when everybody's around and they're hungry. They're easy and they're quick and they feed a lot of people. A lot of these Dollar Tree recipes end up feeding a lot of people, which is cool because it's just more for your money. So I made 2 meals and then a snack, which I think you can put with like sandwiches or something, something fun to have on the side. So easy. It's not even funny, but like I said last week, you might not know what the Dollar Tree has to offer. And so I'm just offering you suggestions on what I think of, and you see the ingredients and you might think of something completely different, but you know that at least my Dollar Tree has it, and so some other ones do too. So you just get whatever you get at each Dollar Tree. If you don't find it at one, go to another one. I was looking for something for Holly the other day, and I went to all 3. Found it at the last one, but not the exact one she wanted. But the first 2 didn't even carry them, and the 3rd one did. So you never know. Anyway, all right, well, let's turn around and get started cooking. We're going to start on our pasta salad. I want to put this vegetable blend in there. It is carrots, green beans, sweet peas, corn, and lima beans. Ooh, that's hot. I've drained them, but I want them to cook. I don't want them just raw out of the can. I want to cook them, soften them up a little bit. So I'm going to put them in there. I'm going to let that come back up to the boil. Okay, that's boiling up again. I'm going to add, I really only wanted 16 ounces, but this is a 25% more box free. It's 20 ounces. So I'm just going to cook it. And this is going to make a humongous salad. And we will have plenty for leftovers for the whole week. So when the noodles are done, I'll drain it and then we'll go on to our next step. Okay, I drained it, and while it was in the strainer, I ran cold water all over it because I wanted to stop the cooking and I wanted to cool it off before I put the dressing on there, and it won't take as long to cool off in the fridge that way. So now I just want to add 1 can of these sliced ripe olives, and I drained them. And then this ranch dressing, extra creamy. It's probably going to take the whole bottle because this is a lot of pasta. So I'm going to stir it and see how it looks. You know what? It smells more like Italian dressing than it does ranch dressing as I'm stirring it. We better add some more. Let's just add the rest of it. There we go. Now let's get it all stirred up. Okay, I tasted this. It almost tastes like pickle juice. But it tastes more like a vinaigrette Italian dressing than it does ranch. But it's good. It's got a good pasta salad flavor. So while I'm not sure about the ranch part, it is creamy. But it's quite good. Now let me show you what goes with this as the rest of your lunch. So we have our pasta salad. We have a loaf of bread. I'm not going to fix these because, as you know, this stuff goes to my son. And there's no reason for me to make a bologna and cheese sandwich that you can see how to make a sandwich. Here's the thing. There's 5 pieces of thick bologna, so there's 5 sandwiches. And then this has 12, so take away 5, there's 7. So how much ever bread you have, make your 5 bologna and cheese sandwiches. Make the rest grilled cheese sandwiches. And this is a huge lunch. You're going to have pasta salad for the week. And you can get a lot of sandwiches out of that. So, and it's easy. That's the best part. Saturday afternoon, you got a bunch of hungry folks. It didn't take no time to whip this up. So there you have it. Pasta salad, bologna and cheese sandwiches, and grilled cheese sandwiches. Now for our soup, I want to show you this Kitchen Classics loaded potato soup. This was my inspiration. This was my jumping off point that I thought, I think I can do something with that. So what I have here is this smoked Polish sausage. Hold on, let me heat my oven up, my burner up. We are just going to slice these in smallish kind of slices. I don't want no huge, I mean, you can make them any size you want. I just don't want big, huge pieces, because when you scoop up a spoonful of soup, I don't think you want a gigantic piece of sausage in your spoon. So there, we're going to let that sit a minute while my pot heats up. Okay, I'm making the assumption, like I did last week, that you have some sort of oil in your kitchen, whether it be pan spray, oil, Crisco, I don't care, just something to put in the bottom of the pan before you put your sausages in. So we are going to cook these a little bit. I don't want them super brown, but I want to cook them, soften them up, bring their flavor out. Now, let me scoot you over here. I bought this extra can of diced potatoes to bulk up the soup. But here's the thing, I don't want them straight out of the can. I want to cook them down a little bit, soften them up a little bit. So I drained them and I rinsed them in the can, and I'm just going to cover them with water. And we'll bring them up to the boil, and I'm just going to cook them until they soften up some. Okay, I have made a last second decision. I got my sausages browned. You can see they're not completely blackened. And my taters over here started balling, but I was thinking, I think I would rather have them soak up some of this sausage flavor for the soup. So I'm going to pour, ooh, that is heavy. I'm going to pour this in here, and I will let this ball until the water is almost gone, because I don't want water in the soup, but I do want to flavor these potatoes if I can. I think they'll just taste better. So you can skip the whole in the pot thing and just do it straight in here with your sausages. Okay, I've turned it down a little bit. It's going to be hard for you to see through all the, I don't know if you can see, I left a little bit of water. Oh, you can see how it flavored it. So I left a little bit in there. I turned my burner down because I'm going to add a can of soup, the one I showed you earlier, the loaded potato soup. Now this is a ready-to-eat soup. You don't have to thin it out, but we want to make it, oh, it smells good. We want to make it go farther. So we are, okay, we got that blended in. Now the next thing I want to add is this 2% pantry shelf stable milk. I got the 2%. I'm going to add the whole thing. And I want this to come back up to the bowl. Okay, since it's come back up to the bowl, I want to add this. It is Betty Crocker's loaded mashed potatoes. And I'm thinking, I've been standing here waiting for it to boil. And I've been thinking, we probably should have bought 2 milks. So if needed, I'm going to use some of my milk. And you just know to buy 2 when you make this recipe. So we're just going to stir these in for thickness and flavor. I just don't know how thick they're going to get. Okay, it's blended in. We're going to let it sit here a few minutes and see how it sets up. If it would stay like that, that looks delicious. I'll turn my burner down. Okay, I actually took it off the heat because I wanted to see. So it looks like real soupy mashed potatoes. So while it's like that, goodness, I'm going to put this bag of Mexican blend shreds in. It's a 6-ounce bag. I just want to stir that until it's melted. Okay, I do want to thicken it up a little bit, so if you like it like that, to me it just screams mashed potatoes instead of soup. So I do want to thin it out. So even though I'm using my milk, we'll just count it as if I had bought an extra Dollar Tree milk. And I forgot to show the cheese in the picture. So add that on to the expense of what you see in the picture. This makes a big pot of soup though. I think I like that. Let's add just a touch more milk. I think I like that. I'm going to give it a taste. Hang on. You can see how much it made. The big round one and this one, and I tasted it. It's a very flavorful soup. And the potatoes from the can are perfect. You would never know they came from a can. Cooking them like that before you just throw it in there and heat it up is the key. So here's our loaded potato sausage soup, I guess we call it. And I got some saltine crackers to go with it. So that is a humongous lunch. Now this is not a lunch, this is a go with lunch. So if you're having like some kind of sandwich or something, this will be a little side dish. But I put it in my lunch edition because it makes a good side dish. The first thing I have is this can of nacho cheese sauce. And if I was making this to serve right now, I would be heating it in a pot on the stove. But I don't need to go to that. Or in the microwave. Mix it up and heat it in the microwave. However you want to do it. But they can do that at their house. I'm just going to mix it up for them. And then these Red Gold, which are good tomato products. Petite diced tomatoes with green chilies. This is like Rotel. And I don't know if this is mild or hot, but they'll like it. I drained it. I just held the lid on it and drained it because I know from experience that this nacho sauce is just a little runny. And I didn't want to thin it down too much. So this is just some, I don't know what you call it. I just call it queso. It's not really salsa queso because that's not salsa. So I don't know, but that's all there is to it. Could you get any easier than that? And get you a bag of tortilla chips to go with it. There you have it. There's a nice, that's a snack. Good side dish for a sandwich or something. Okay, well that's the last thing of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gave you some good ideas, things that maybe if you want to try them, you like them. Or just give you some ideas to try something else. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you when I see you.